How's it going? I'm here with another Vancouver Canucks Legends GM mode. I have to admit something, boys. I screwed up. For some reason, I didn't save the GM mode after the live stream. So I was going through and trying to redo everything, and I was thinking, you know what? The best thing for the team is to trade Austin Matthews. So that is what I did. But we got somebody who is just as great, if not better, back. We got Marian Orsaw, and I traded Matthews to Carolina. I got Orsaw and Marcus Granlund. He's back on the Vancouver Canucks. I traded for him because look, he's got franchise potential. 2 years left on his entry-level deal, and he's got great offensive stats. So I think he can be a great player for this team. Just take a look at his rookie year stats. 56 points for him. And he'll be playing with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Ty Rattie. So lots of goal scoring should be coming from that line as well as our first line. We were able to keep Timashov for the third line. We got rid of Rask. So Granlund is now our third line center. And then Matthew Tkachuk on the right there. Able to keep our fourth line intact. But what I am most proud of, is we got Scott Stevens, Luke Green, Semi Vatanen, Jake Bean. That's our top four. So lots of goal scoring should be coming from them. And then for our top six defensemen, we got Wotherspoon and Frank Corrado. So these guys should really keep the puck out of the back of the net for us. But we still have a decision to make between Nedeljkovic and Opelka. I want to hold on to Nedeljkovic. That is no surprise. He's a high franchise goalie. He's the future. Opelka, he's got 1 year left on his minor league deal. He's 86 overall. He was 87 because of morale. But he will not be on the team at the end of this year. But I do want to hold on to him for a little bit with auto-rotate goalie off, as you can see right here. I want it off so I can control how they go. I got injuries off as well. So it should be a really, really good season for this team. I think the team is better than it was at the end of the live stream, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to go with a 2-loss ratio to these to both the goalies. So here we go. Going up against Edmonton at home. At home, is it at home? Okay, yes, we are at home, and then on the road against Anaheim. So let's go. Back-to-back games to kick off the season. There's a win and 2 wins in a row to kick things off. I think we have the best team that we've ever had, and I think we got a good shot at bringing the first ever Stanley Cup to Vancouver. As we win 4 straight to kick off the start of the season, can we make it 5? No, we cannot. But there's 1 loss to Nedeljkovic, and he's still got 1 more that I'm willing to give him. Hopefully it doesn't come anytime soon, but there we go. Win against Philly. That's what I like to see. Edit Scouting Summit. Where are we going to go? I went to the QMJHL to kick things off. I think I'm going to go to the OHL for a month for forwards. There we go. And then a game against Minnesota. Can we get the win? Okay, no, we don't. We lose 5-2. And it's time to switch up the goalies. There we go. So I love this team that we have. I think I made a great decision there. But it was only out of hindsight that I really made that decision. Our third line is a lot better than it was before, and I was able to get a really good player who will be on the team for at least 2 years because he's got 2 years left on his entry-level deal. I don't know if we'll be able to hold on to him after that, but you know what? I really hope we can. And Lucas Opelka loses his first game of the season against Detroit, but he comes back with the win against New York, so that's good. Game against the Islanders. Oh my god. Okay, Opelka doesn't start off very well. He goes 1-2 in his first 3 games, so he's out of there. He's got a decent amount of trade value, so I'll be interested to see what we can get for him. You guys, I want you to tell me what we should try and get for him. I really think we should go and try and get another young guy for the top 6. Try and get a defensive defenseman to play with Wotherspoon there, and then hopefully that'll really give our team that great edge. And obviously we're gonna have to get a backup goalie after we trade Opelka, but that shouldn't be too hard. And we get the 7-3 win against Boston, so we're 7-4 after the first month. That's what I like to see. I'm really interested to see how Orsaw is going to fit in with this team. And it seems like he's fitting in really well because we got lots and lots of goal scoring going on right now. I mean, 15 goals in the last 3 games, that's great for this team. And we're on a 3-game win streak. Going up against the Islanders, a shootout win, that's what I like to see. And a game against Detroit, a 4-1 victory. So Nedeljkovic, like I said, he is the future of this team. He is running with these wins, and I'm going to keep sticking with him as long as he's winning games. So there's an overtime win. That's what I like to see. And a 9-0 victory against the Rangers. My goodness, we are beating the crap out of the East. All right, let's go to player morale. Opelka's probably going to get a little upset at the lack of playing time that he's getting. I agree. Things seem to be going very nicely for us. I'm glad I was able to hold on to Sami Vatanen because of his offensive prowess. It just kind of sucks that I had to give up Hampus Lindholm, but he really didn't grow too well with us, so I'm not that upset about it. And I'm just going to keep running with Nedeljkovic here as long as he keeps winning games. So, game against San Jose. Alright, that's what I like to see. A 3-2 win, especially against Western Conference teams, in a loss to Boston. So let's go ahead and edit the scouting assignment. Let's go to the WHL forwards for 1 month. There we go. Alright, so he's got one more game. He's got one more loss that I'll allow. But he's won, I don't know how many games now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now 9. He's 9-1. And his 10 starts that I've given him in a row make it 11-1. Man, Nedeljkovic, like I said, future of this team. He's absolutely fantastic, and I love that guy. All right, come on, get another game against LA. We could really use these Western Conference victories. Player morale first, though. Marcus Naslund would like to talk to us, and yeah, you're happy with your performance. There's a lot to be proud of. Good work. The team is firing on all cylinders. I absolutely love this team right now. There you go. Game against LA. All right, a shootout loss. So we're going to throw Opelka in there, but we're going to take a look at the stats, and oh my god, the offense is at 100. It's not too often that you see that. So we have a 100 for our offense, and that's absolutely fantastic. So let's go to the goalies. Throw Luka Pilka. Throw him in there, and then we'll take a look at the stats. All right, so Gretzky's got 38 points. My goodness, after 23 games. Oh my. All right, so 38 points in 23 games. Marcus Naslund's got 36. Mike Bossy has 35. Vanden's got 14. Orsaw's got 14. Timoshal's got 13. Kachuk has 13. Scott Stevens has 12. Ty Ratty with 10. So second line's not doing so great. Orsaw is doing good. He's probably got a couple of points on that power play there. But you know what? Our first line is getting all the scoring done, and I think that's because of the top defenseman that we put out there. Although it doesn't really seem like it because Scott Stevens only has 12 points. But I don't care really about individual points that much, I guess. But as long as the team is doing really good, which our 2 acquisitions of Jake Bean and Luke Green, that second line is not doing good, like I had said. They're not doing so hot, so I don't know what to really say about that. As long as the team is doing good, I am perfectly okay with that. So yeah, taking a look at the points there. Let's go ahead and look at the goalies. You all know that Nedeljkovic is taking this team. He's taken this team over. He's played 20 out of 23 games just because Opelka has been Swiss cheese. I mean, he just has not been good. So I'm going to keep running with Nedeljkovic. I mean, just looking at all his stats and everything, he's a better goalie and he's playing like it. So we're going to keep running with him. 3 shutouts in his 20 games so far. So, but it is Opelka's turn. I'm going to go ahead and just finish out. You know what? I'll keep going just a little bit. We're going to go a couple games here. Simulate the next 2. Game against Calgary and a 1-0 loss. Okay. Can't blame Opelka for that, but it's still a loss. It's a loss nonetheless. And this is the end of the re-sign, or the part where you can get the qualified people, but we already got all of our guys. And a win against San Jose there, so that's nice. Another game against San Jose. Really could use the win here, especially for because they are in our division, and we get the 6-1 victory. A game against St. Louis, Opelka's former franchise. So let's see if he can get the win. And he can, 4-2. That's what I like to see. You know, with all the guys that we have on the team, it really makes me happy to know that we're doing great right now, and we have a pretty deep prospect pool because we got Hobby Bullen, we got Hagel. There's a couple other guys. I know Gernat's actually in the minors this year again. So we got a lot of young guys that we can call upon if we need them. So, you know, Opelka didn't do half bad. He went 5-1-1 in his 7 starts, but it is Nedeljkovic's turn to get some time in net now. I'm going to go just a little bit longer, and then we'll take a look at everything. So let's get Nedeljkovic in there. There we go. Go into the calendar. There we go, and simulate up a couple games. So we've been beating the crap out of Eastern Conference teams, and there's another win against New Jersey. Let's edit the scouting assignment real quick. Let's go to the United States Forwards for only 3 weeks. And then, okay, an overtime loss to Nashville. Can't really blame Nedeljkovic for that one, but you know what? That's alright, I guess. Ooh. And a loss to Carolina. So this is the first time he is being taken out of the net without getting more wins than losses. So it happens to everybody. Can't really worry about it too much. But Opelka, now it's your time. If you want to run with it, run with it. We need you to actually do really well so your trade value goes up, and we can get a little more bang for our buck with you. So if you can get some wins, that would help us out a lot, actually. All right, game against Winnipeg. Okay, shootout win. That's what I like to see, and an overtime win against Edmonton. So we're having a lot of success in the extra time. Game against Arizona and another overtime win. Okay. I'd rather get the win than just settle for a point. But you know what? The fact that we're taking teams to overtime or they're taking us, I don't know how to really feel about that, but we are getting it done. So I hope we can continue that going into the postseason. Even though it's still early in the season, we're not even halfway through. I could really hope we can continue our success in extra time into the postseason. So there's another win. There we go. 4 wins in a row for Opelka. He's really running with it right now. Game against Arizona and another win. My goodness, he keeps winning games. I can't even take him out of the net right now. All right, so he's won, what is it, 6 in a row now. I think I'm going to stop it here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at all the stats and everything. So Wayne Gretzky, 63 points through 39 games. My goodness. Marcus Naslund and Mike Bossy both with 54. Orsaw with 27, so he's getting better. He's getting better. Scott Stevens with 26, Ty Ratty with 24, Matthew Tkachuk with 21, and Dmytro Timashov with 21. Sami Vatanen with 20, Kuznetsov with 20. You know what? For being on the second line, I can't complain about 20 because let's say he continues on this pace, he'll get like 42 points through 82 games. And that's actually really good for... Actually, you know what? That's not really good. That'd be good for a third liner. Second line, I expect you to get a little bit more. But with the first line producing how they are, I guess I really can't complain. All right, Marcus Granlund is doing very well with us as well. The fourth line, they're doing great. Putting up a decent amount of points. Although, I wish we could get more out of Jake Bean and Luke Green. Not really having the seasons that I thought they would. But you know what? That's all right, I guess. That's all right. Wotherspoon and Corrado aren't doing half bad themselves. They're plus players, and that's what they're out there to do. So, I like what they're doing. We're going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the goalie stats before we take a look at the team stats. And we can really compare Ned to Opie. So, all right, 23 games for Nedeljkovic. And Opelka's really starting to catch up in games with this winning streak he's been on. So he just needs to keep it up. As long as the team's winning, I'm not going to take him out of the net. So just keep doing what you're doing. This is how the goalies compare. Opelka is yet to get a shutout. So I don't know what that really means. I mean, he just hasn't kept all the pucks out of the net in a game. But, you know, he's done all right as a goalie for us, so I cannot complain. Now, let's actually take a look at the rest of the league's goalies and see who leads the league in wins. All right, so Nedeljkovic is up there with 17. He's a couple away from Price, but I think Nedeljkovic could be better than Price even as early as next year. And Opelka's not too far behind. Where is he? Okay, with 12 wins. One less than Dominik Hasek, the best goalie in the league. So, you know what? Our goalies are doing good right now. I wouldn't change a thing. All right, let's go to all skaters, and we're going to take a look at the points so far. Wayne Gretzky is up at the top with 63, just as he should be. Pavel Bure with 56. Naslund and Bossy then with 54. And Luc Robitaille rounds out the top 5. So, the team's doing great, and I can't complain whatsoever. Jonathan Huberdeau is the first non-legend up there. That's just because he's playing with Pavel Bure, but I can't take anything really away from him. He's ahead of Patrick Kane, so he's playing fantastic, and Barkov is up there as well. Man, he is a good player. He's a power forward at 92 overall, and it still says he's a second-line forward. My goodness, those are not the stats of a second-line forward. The game doesn't like power forward centers, just like I don't either. All right, let's take a look at our team stats then. We are first in the division by 15 points. That's really good. And in the West, we are up by 15 points as well. And then in the entire league, the next closest team is the New York Islanders, who have 2 games in hand, but we're up higher than them by 10 points. So I love where this team is at. Goals for per game. We're almost at 4 goals per game. My goodness, that is great. I really hope we can keep this pace up. Goals against per game, we're the second best team. So if we can just keep that up, that'll be absolutely fantastic. And our power play percentage is nothing to scoff at either. Third in the league at 23.26%. And our penalty kills, not that bad either, honestly. I thought it'd be a bit worse. We're still in the top half of the league. We're not the best, but we're certainly not the worst. And yeah, at home we are 15-4-0, and on the road we are 14-3-3, and 7-1-2 in the last 10, winning 6 straight. So I love where this team is at. I don't know what I should do with Opelka yet. We won't be able to afford him after this year because his entry-level contract is up at the end of this year. So let me know what I should do, boys, and I'll see you next time.